Jumping. Definition. Usually refers to a sudden, unexpected attack by multiple people on a single person. I've covered some of my favorite jumpings in fiction last video. But today we're not talking about jumping. We're talking about the complete opposite. Reverse jumping. No, not that. Yeah, that's it, man. Just one guy beating up multiple participants. Real one-man army-ish, man. 1 against 50. But with that being said, before we get into the squabbles, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do the good stuff, and yeah, man, let's get it. So after Big Samuel James Witwicky brought Optimus Prime back to life with the Matrix of Leadership, I'm not gonna hold you, I have no idea why that nigga was called Prime and he didn't have the Matrix until right now, this very instance, but I digress. Anyways though, the Fallen pulled up, snatched the Matrix out of his chest as soon as he got it. Chain snatching somebody that just came back to life 3 seconds ago is crazy, but the Fallen is using that Matrix to power the Star Harvester, you know what I'm saying. He's just gonna destroy the sun, which in turn would destroy the entire solar system. Some light. Jetfire saw a living Prime for like the first time in a millennia, and he decided to be the coolest old head all time. Gave up his life so that my boy Joe could get his 3 seconds of screen time. Started connecting all of his parts on the Optimus, and I'm not gonna hold you. This right here, this is the coolest a nigga has ever looked all time. That boy Prime got his goatee lengthened and some jetpacks and decided to go on his get back tour. Prime done flew towards the Fallen, tackled his ass off the pyramid and blew up the Star Harvester all in 5 seconds. This nigga came back to life and got work done immediately. Megatron, the Fallen, and Prime all fell down this pyramid. Just for the Fallen to try to jump on Prime, he got his little ass blicked in the chest. Chin checked the Fallen and then grabbed this grown ass man by the back of his neck like he's some pup. Slammed the Fallen on the wall and ate an uppercut just from Megatron to backdoor my man's Prime. He scooped that boy Prime up, but Prime grabbed the Fallen too. They all went crashing into a wall. And what did Thanos say? You should have went for the head. When he saw Prime's back as premium real estate, he should have just blew that nigga in the back of his shit. But now he slashed and shot Prime in the chest. That did absolutely nothing. Just for Prime to grab Megatron by his fusion cannon arm, snap that hoe out of place, and make Megatron blow half his face off. We're not done there yet, cause he cut that arm off, turned them jetpack boosters around, and blamed Megatron in the chest. Sent lil bro flying. Have we ever seen a get back this efficient before? Cause that boy Prime died by Megatron, came back to life, got a power up, foiled the Decepticons' plans, cut off Megatron's arm, and turned that nigga into Two-Face all in the span of like 3 minutes. I know after Megatron fleed away, joined that camp with Starscream, talking about Prime like bro was King Vaughn. The Fallen over here throwing bricks at Optimus, he think he push a T. He cut that hoe in half though, started blicking down the Fallen and slashed little bro across the face. Just for the Fallen to snap Prime's arm, take off one of them rocket boosters and smash Prime upside the face with it. Done pulled his lance out and this was the Fallen's biggest mistake. Cause Prime caught that staff, turned the Fallen around, stabbed him in his trapezius, bent the staff around his face, and this deranged lunatic said, "Give me your face," as he proceeds to rip that nigga's face off. And Optimus, this like their first time linking up, like this their first time they ever talk to each other, and Optimus ripped his face off in their first interaction. It seems to me that Optimus Prime one of those dudes you don't ever want to piss off, because like he can just do this to you. Like what are you gonna do about it? He can say, "Give me your face," and he takes your face off, and then you just gotta hold that, bro. Like I'm sorry. Fallen started running away, fearing for his life. And I know Optimus Prime was just slow walking his ass down the whole time, but he put that hand on his shoulder and punched a hole through the back of his chest, ripping his spark out too. Crushed that hole, and that was Optimus Prime's baby blues was beaming the whole time. I mean, this nigga is tough. The Fallen died crazy style though. Like brother is a super goner. That boy Madara got reanimated and immediately wanted smoke with the nearest army. I mean, that boy Madara just walking had Shorty right here praying to whatever god she believed in. She knew she wasn't finna make it home tonight off or alone. I mean, one dude's footsteps got an entire army sweating. They all start running at each other and pause. You gotta say a prayer for this fine young man leading the pack. I know that boy died mid-attack. Brother man woke up in the afterlife still swinging because he thought he was still in the fight. But that man Madara just running through everybody. Madara in a circle just handing fates to anybody that comes close enough. And I wish a nigga would punch me, and now half my body is in the dirt sliding. And did this nigga Madara kick brother in the jaw so hard, his entire head did a 360 like we was in a horror movie or something, bro. What did I do to you to deserve that? Then he jumped off little bro head like he was in Mario. I don't know why you hating me so much, bro. I'm gonna be in the afterlife mad salty. You didn't do this to anybody else. Jumped off a little bro, stomped on the ground, and continued to beat ass. I mean, he is going on a run right now, and if I'm anybody in the Shinobi Alliance, I'm looking at Naruto like, hey nigga, ain't this your show? Why are we getting beat? Go do something about him. We go back to Madara, and now this nigga got a sword. I fear y'all should all leave, because he was doing y'all dirty with just their hands. Now he has a weapon. Oh yeah, nah, it's over for y'all. Straight slicing through these boys like butter, just for some random ass dude to throw a kunai paper bomb at Madara. He caught the kunai, took the paper bomb off, attached that to some other nigga, and then returned the sender the kunai. Just to kick little bro with that paper bomb on his stomach over there towards other ninjas. And I know them other dudes tight as hell. I got taken out with bro with that paper bomb. You couldn't even have the decency to finish me off yourself. Madara just went on with his business though. Continued to sauce up on these boys. Over here fighting all the swordsmen. Then he gets his sword broke. Madara broke some dude's arm. Dodged somebody trying to grab his feeties. Just to kick two dudes away and to stab little bro right in the head with his kunai. Madara over here still slicing through niggas like butter. And hold on a second. Ninja in the brown coat had a little bit of squabbles for Madara, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't matter though, bro got turned into a pincushion 2 seconds later. Just for this we sell propane and propane accessories ass nigga to get hit with a genjutsu. And what did bro think he was gonna do with this big overhead ass attack on Madara? You saw how he was doing the entire army 3 seconds ago. You deserve to get your chest slashed, I'm not gonna hold you. Just for this dude to try to get an aura farming clip off on Madara Uchiha of all people, swinging his lightning sword all slow like nah slime, put some elbow grease into that. That's why you got your goofy ass yoked up. Tamara then knocked Madara's ass all the way back, and she hit Madara with the don't underestimate me, and oh nah. Madara didn't say a word to Tamari. She came into this fight with a losing mentality already. Fight's over before it even started. So Madara decides to use a jutsu. First time whole fight, and it takes like 8 niggas with the elemental advantage, mind you, just to block his big ass fire blast. Now there's steam everywhere, and that boy Madara pops into the smoke. But not just Madara, like a dozen fireballs too. Yeah, this nigga had this whole army technically beat from jump. Still waxing dudes in the smoke until Gaara backs his ass up. Naruto then made this big ass massive Rasengan as Inoki lifted that boy up. And Naruto thought he got his ass, but nah. Madara done put up that Susanoo cloak and punched the piss out of Naruto. Now Madara's Susanoo was cooking everybody until Gaara's Saiyan restricts it, so he makes more arms just to continue the cooking. As that boy Naruto done charged up Sage Mode in the back, but Inoki makes all of Gaara's sand lighter. So he yoinks Madara up out of his Susanoo for the alley-oop lob assist to Naruto, cause he had that Rasen Shuriken locked and loaded. And Madara turned on that Rinnegan and blocked the entire hoe. So Madara decided, why not? Dropped a meteor on them boys. Inoki stopped that meteor the best he could. So Madara said, you know what? Here go one more. Dropped 2 meteors on his dome skis. The allied shinobi forces could not handle that meat stick Madara just laid on the table. Look at that aura. I do not want to fight that, bro. Look at this nigga. He got 7 different auras emanating off of him. What do you want me to do about that? But my man Licht went down to the ground, grabbed his sword out of the ground, turned that hoe icy white, and he had the all black VVS clover on that hoe too. As Licht just grabbing these swords, had Asta and Yuno stun locked, man. But my man Asta over here grinning, smiling, didn't wink, didn't blink, didn't do a damn thing. And he still can't even process Licht pulling up in front of him. That's how fast bro was. I mean, from here to here, nothing changed except Licht is finna give this short ass nigga a smooch on the forehead. Took Asta's sword out of his hand, made that hoe icy white too, and almost boom dog. But Yuno not finna let his brother die, so he got his ass out the way. And as Asta and Yuno are getting blown back, and Licht shoots these scuffed Getsuga Tenshos at Asta. The first one hits, but he blocks the second one. And I have no idea why Licht decided to shoot 40-11 Getsugas at Yuno. That came out of nowhere. Bro must got some vitriol for dog. But Yuno's flying, dodging out the way until Licht cuts his ass off and was finna bisect this nigga like he a frog. But Asta pulled up with that black meteorite, saving twinning him. Now he's dragging Licht backbeat across the cave wall. I know that shit hurting, but Licht got a save face, so you know his ass is gonna act like ain't nothing happened to him. But Asta and Licht start boxing. They over here going sword slash for sword slash until Pachi parries dog, knocking Asta all the way back. And Yuno Zoner ass is over here circling around Licht. And Licht just stone faced the whole time. He do not give a damn about what Yuno got going on. But his ass was circling around Licht, making this tornado. Catching this nigga in a tornado spider web. How did he even know he could do this? But he left Licht there, passing a rock to Asta. And Asta cut right through dog, thinking Yuno just lobbed him the greatest alley-oop assist of all time in the Clover Kingdom. Like this would have been the type of clip they played at Asta's inauguration the day he became Wizard King. But all that gusto got thrown away because that did not a thee to Licht, and his ass was right behind Asta, smacked his ass down with his sword. And Licht was on Asta's ass. As soon as his ass touched the ground, Licht was right there. And there was no reason for you to kick this nigga Asta like that, bro. Bro was coughing up blood. He kicked this nigga like he was a football. But Asta's ass stuck the landing. He looked up from the dust cloud his body just made over there 4 seconds ago from falling. And he sees 4 beams of light coming at his dome piece. He blocks the first 3, but that 4th one gets his ass. And let's talk about it, bro. Is this not a crazy ass combo to do on a 16-year-old? But we see Yuno and his ass was in the back charging up this wind, bow, and arrow, whatever the hell it is. And I just think it's hilarious. He was over there seeing Asta get pieced the hell up while he was making this wind bow construct. But Yuno's ass was focusing crazy. We know this because they go into POV cam and look at this nigga's hand shaking. Doing all this trying to track Licht, but dog just pulls up in front of him, slashes the ball away, and almost stabs Yuno right in his head. And to make matters worse, his ass damn near falls on top of Asta. Yuno and Asta recover, and Yuno's like, I ain't gonna lie, gang, it's looking kind of shaky out here, bro. We have not landed a single attack on this nigga. And this is why I love Asta, man. He'll be faced with some damn near all-seeing power, and he'll be like, well, just gotta surpass my limits, bro. Like, nothing ever gets this nigga down, bro. I aspire to be just like this nigga. Glaze aside, these niggas get hit with this mean, nasty-ass wind to get to Gatencho before they can even finish their sentence. Oh my goodness, bro. This nigga Asta just got sent flying. And y'all, let's count how many walls this nigga Asta just got blown through. This nigga Patri done kicked Asta through 7 goddamn walls, man. And dog wasn't finished because he caught Asta at the 7th wall and kicked this nigga through another one. Over here had my goat drowning in the ocean. This is crazy. But after Licht drowned my goat, he moved on to Yuno. And Yuno actually got a lick off on Licht. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's big Yuno, not the little one. But Yuno pulls up on Licht and hits his ass with a spirit stone. And oh boy, man, Yuno, I'm so sorry. Cause Licht just points out Demon Dweller and he starts to slowly absorb Yuno's spirit storm. And not only that, this nigga Licht just then shoots it right back at Yuno. He done returned to sender my goat, man. What the hell? And I'm not gonna lie, what happened to Yuno next, he completely deserved. Cause why would you turn your back to a nigga like Licht? He been dogging not only you, but another nigga this whole entire fight. And just for that, he got slashed right in the back, knocking his ass down. But Yuno recovered a little bit and started doing parkour over all these rocks while Licht is on that ass. He tried to hit his ass with the no-look spirit storm, but Licht just absorbed it, pulled up on dog, and was getting ready to smoke his ass. But Yuno met his ass right in the middle. They clash and make this mean-ass explosion, but Yuno's the only nigga that took damage because his ass got sent a flying. We switched to Asta cam and yep, his ass is still drowning. But we go out of the eye of the Midnight Sun Basin. What the hell is these niggas doing? Dragon Ball, is that you? These niggas over here fighting like 2 damn Saiyans. They already got the Super Saiyan aura. Licht tried to get this slash off on Yuno, cut a couple of his hairs, but he dodged out the way. As Yuno just hits dog with a point blank spirit storm. And I thought that Yuno got another lick off on Licht, but bro just blocked it with both of his swords and absorbed it with Demon Dweller. But Yuno's ass was not done because he shot this tornado at Licht as he keeps on going up and up, trying to get closer and closer to Licht. Dodging through bro's attacks, Licht had this nigga playing geometry dash for a little bit, but he finally got close enough. And he says, Mana Zone, Spirit Storm. And Raya's been watching this fight in the background this whole time. And Yuno saying those words actually got that nigga a little scared. He looks at Licht, he's like, hold on a minute now. You might want to dodge that one, playboy. But as Spirit Storm started to come behind Licht, Licht just pointed Demon Dweller behind him and Raya started. glazing. I mean, he was slobbing on bro's knob like crazy, like, damn, nigga, get off your knees and wipe your chin. But my goat, Asta, emerged out of the water, shutting Raya's glaze all the way off. And Asta and Yuno both say, I'm not gonna let you kill my brother, man. I'm gonna say this again. We need more rivalries based off of just pure love for one another. No hate, no malice. Just two niggas trying to one-up each other. But they both hit Pachi at the same damn time. Hit bro so hard he lost his sword. So Asta took it back. And oh, nah. That man Licht was right there just charging up that other sword he had in his hand. As he just dropped a nuke on these boys. Them boys was about 40,000 feet up into the air. Until they wasn't. Shot these niggas through the eye of the midnight sun base and turned them boys into pencil sketch, man. They really lost this fight, man. Crazy. Goku pulled up to this icy area and Winnie the Pooh started pressing his ass immediately. Goku got a hit off on bro, but it didn't do a damn thing. Fist just went inside that man's stomach. Goku probably tickling last week's lunch right now as we speak. Winnie tried to get an attack off on Goku, but he just kicked his ass back into that icy lake. His ass trying to backflip away and not too much on my goat now, bro. It's a little cold over there. He started hitting the dash and Winnie the Pooh followed right after Goku. Goku done ran into this room with all these big ass black orbs. And hold on a second. Let me know if y'all want to see me doing the Incredibles video, because I definitely got y'all. But anyways, them hoes got spikes on both ends. Goku gotta dodge those and still worry about Yellow Rod Wave on his ass. And this might be the first time I've seen the complete opposite of random Ki Blast spamming. This is articulate Ki Blast barrage. The area Ki Blast got wasted and he used every single one efficiently. But as soon as Goku got done with all them BBBs, big black balls, Winnie the Pooh done snuck his ass. Hit him with a nasty ass 3-piece combo. And on that last punch, he started taking Goku for a ride. Slammed his ass on the wall and then
brother, what's that, brother?
Yeah, I'm not fighting your ass anymore, bro. I'm going home. You can do whatever it is you want with the earth, bro. You got it. Freaky the Pooh tried to finish off Goku, but he jumped out the way and ran straight into little bro's spine. Winnie the Pooh started enlarging himself like a pufferfish, so Goku started flying through bro, went Kaioken just to burst out of his gut. He pulled up to the surface and started staring Pink Raccoon down. I mean, if looks could kill, this nigga Goku was staring daggers through the Baba Booey just for his pink ass to not even react to Goku elbowing his face off. Just for this green ass dude to pull up on Goku. Goku tried to punch bro, but he whipped 6 punches. Pink and green start running the 2-man on Goku. So that boy Goku throws up his set for the one time, you know what I mean. But them boys just did a devious combo on Goku. I'm not even gonna hold you. Brother man got punched in the back, sternum check, right hook that sent his ass flying, but green caught Goku, swung his body to the side so Pink could get the assistant knee to the gut. Sent little bro flying. He got back up, ran at Pink and Green. Green tried to do that vanishing technique, but he could care less about that BS. Clotheslined his little goofy ass and then backflipped in front of Pink. And hold on, where was he going? Dude saw his twin get clotheslined and decided not to fight Goku no more today. But once Goku got in front of Pink, he done kicked bro so damn hard he started spinning like a Beyblade. Goku ran towards both these boys. They started squabbling something crazy. Then he kicked both of them in the sternum and kicked Pink square in his chin, knocked his little goofy ass down. Just for my boy Goku to get hit in the back with an electric whip, stun locked the piss out of him. Pink saw Goku writhing in agony and said, oh yeah, that's free eats. Blasted his ass away, and god damn, why did they animate Goku falling like this? Nigga fell a little too real. But as soon as he got back up, Pink started freezing Goku. Pink done locked and betrayed Goku in this ice. Only thing we're missing now is the hyperbolic time chamber. Pink was finna go for the killing blow on Goku, but Big Goheezy and Krillin pulled up, blocking the attack. Krillin was about to pounce on this 4-year-old child, by the way, but Krillin shoulder backed his ass away, so that nigga Green started turning into the abomination. If I was Krillin and I saw that, I'd be like, you know what, Goku? You got it, bro. I'm taking my ass back home, because what? Brother man got spikes on his spine. Like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. Green whipped an electric whip on Gohan and Krillin. just to catch Krillin while he's in midair and then wrap that electric whip around Gohan, slamming the both of them. He wasn't done there. While they was both on the ground, he just started frying their ass. Straight torture. I mean, the Bio Warriors was doing anything they wanted to Gohan and Krillin. Lil bro lobbed him up into the air just for Pinky over here to blast him back with his ice. Straight up treat my dogs like they playing Duck Hunt or something. Goku had enough though. He done broke out of the ice by going Kaioken, and Pinky over here tried to freeze Goku for a second time. But Goku was just big bodying that ice just to hit Pinky with this nasty ass right. Green nigga got that Raditz treatment cause he tried to pull up on Goku, got his jaw realigned and his spine broken. Holding somebody like this after you just beat their ass is kinda crazy, bro. Cecil done called the Reanimen to surround this nigga Mark. And Mark's over here still tripping over that "you're scaring me kid" comment cause Mark's like, nigga, I'm not even doing nothing. Tries to walk towards Cecil and one of the Reanimen grabs Mark by the arm. Oh yeah, it's up for these bitch ass niggas. Mark turns around and punches the jawline off of this nigga. The Reanimen start bum rushing Mark. One of them pulls up on Cuz, he grabs him by the arm, rips that bitch right off. Reanimen number 275 pulls up on Mark and he gets punched right through the sternum. Punches this nigga through the head and he's talking crazy to Cecil. And we just see Mark in the background going to town on the Reanimen, bro. He is not giving these niggas a single chance. Hey man, I'll tell you this right now, man. Me and Mark Grayson, we like this. What Mark did to this Reanimen was a little OD. He punched a hole through bro's stomach, ripped his body in half, wrapped him by his entrails, and used him to beat up two other niggas. Like, brother man, you did not need to do all that. That was kind of crazy, but pop off, I guess. 4 more Reanimen pull up. One of them sneaks Mark, pushing his ass back, having him trip over the bodies he done made. But that was the first and last punch bro got, because he got his head punched off. The other two got their jaws realigned. And what Mark did to this fourth one was kind of crazy too, man. He punched him in the gut so hard, the only thing left from his body was his legs from the knees down. I mean, turn that brother into splat. After that, Mark says, "Is that all you got?" And what that nigga Dash you be saying, man, don't count your chickens, because Cecil turned off the white room and yeah, it's just an army of Reanimen. As Cecil's talking crazy to Mark and pause. Look at this nigga Cecil's dome piece. Hammerhead shark built ass boy, nigga. This is diabolical, brother. Government spent all that money giving you synthetic skin, but they couldn't fix this fucking wallop you got going on right here, brother. Like, get a toupee, nigga. Damn. But Mark's been getting tired of Cecil's shit. He was pulling up on bro, getting ready to punch his lights out, but Cecil pressed this button and this loud ass ringing noise went off in Mark's head. He done put a weapon in Mark's head to control him whenever he wanted to. I mean, that noise sat Mark's ass down. And Cecil's over here still trying to talk to Mark to have him work for him. And nigga, you're working with my ops? You put a whip in my head? Why would I work for you? But Cecil takes his finger off the button, tells Mark to go home, and Mark's like, nigga, I'm not listening to you no more, gangy. Flies up out of there with the most aggressive ass force, man. This is the equivalent of getting into an argument with your parents and slamming the door. As Mark's flying, Cecil presses that button again, dropping Mark down to the ground because that noise is messing up his equilibrium and he cannot fly without that bitch. Cecil still talking to Mark, trying to have bro work for him, even compares him to his dad, and that's where Mark draws the line. He flies up out of there, flying all across the world, while Cecil has to hop through these portals just to try to catch up to him. Mark goes flying towards the Guardians of the Globe base. Cecil presses the button and Mark goes crashing right through the base as he's over here asking Rudy to take this chip out of his head. But Cecil's bitch ass done poured it into the Guardians Globe base and he's like, hey, don't listen to that nigga. He presses the button and starts having Mark convulsing on the floor in front of the Guardians of the Globe. Now they looking at Cecil crazy because it's like, bro, everything that you might have had to say just got thrown out the window because you're over here torturing my nigga Marcus. Not only that, Reanimen just start popping up out of nowhere as Cecil's getting ready to tag and bag Mark. But then the Guardians are like, hey bro, Mark's our boy. We is not finna let this slide. Rex starts throwing bombs at niggas and they start going off on these Reanimen. I mean, they is beating the Reanimen's bitch ass right now. But Rex sees that Cecil's still pressing that button. Mark have a damn near seizure on the ground, so he throws his bombs at Cecil's hand. blowing that bitch up. But Robot said stop way too late because it didn't matter if you blew up the remote control, there's a backup control at the GDA. Robot's trying to block out the frequency, but the Reanimen pull up on Mark while he's tweaking and they just start beating this nigga's back in. I mean, they is pummeling, bro, putting the pots and pans to his spinal cord. Monster Girl over here trying to help out the best she can, but Robot blocks the frequency just in time. And oh, nah, this nigga Mark finna crash out. Cause Mark gets up, cuts this Reanimen in half, and then cuts two in half at the same time. Punched this nigga so hard, his body flew back, and once it hit something solid, he turned it to splat. He grabs his nigga head and squeezes bro to death. He is moving just like his pops. He rips this nigga in half, hammer fist this nigga to death, punch the upper body off of this Reanimen, and Mark really got the Guardians of the Globe base looking like how Nolan did the Guardians of the Globe in their own base in season 1. But Mark scooped up Cecil, choking this nigga out, telling him he's never gonna work for him and to never come near his family again. Got the whole team shook, understandably so, and then he asked Rudy to take this weapon out of his head. And I'm just gonna play it to y'all because he said that shit to Rudy so aggressive.
Rudy, get this fucking thing out of my head. Now.
Yes. Of course.
I know Rudy was scared out of his mind, shaking out of his boots, but I know this nigga Mark would not be talking to me like that, bro. I don't care how angry you is. You don't watch your tone with me, little nigga. Then we go back outside and the hood rat activities that I was asking for start coming to fruition because niggas start messing up the town and I couldn't be more happy to see some violence. Sakura come out that restaurant and bro start cheesing. He said, you only brought 20 dudes? You should have brought a whole town's worth, bro, because I'm finna pack and smoke y'all like crazy. And then Sakura socked the hell out of the dude in front of him. But Sakura ass on go. His ass started sprinting top speed, hit dude in front of him with this nasty ass knee, jumped off of him just to kick someone else right in their neck. And then bro starts cooking. They start trying to jump his ass, but he is not letting it happen. Bro been watching too much of the Fed. He just hit that man with the attitude adjustment. Bro think he John Cena. And pause, look at this. He weaved the kick and then the sternum check just folded bro like a damn bug. And then bro with the hat tried to block the knee, but it did not matter. He still got slumped. Not only are they jumping, but they got weapons and they're losing to a single nigga. I'd be sick. I'd never fight again. Getting beat by a 5'5" nigga with the size 7 shoe was crazy, bro. This is just Kendrick versus all of Drake's Ghost Riders. My boy continues to violate. I'm talking about he is piecing these boys up. And then bro with the brown hair pulls up. We get first person cam and we should have known. It was wrapped for him as soon as we switched perspectives. Bro got hit with the nastiest right left I've ever seen. I'm talking about we can see the brain cell loss with each punch. Then old boy grips up Sakura and then he takes 2 swift elbows to the patella and finishing off with this chopping right. Nah, that brother is gone. Like he is deceased. He is no longer alive anymore. His ass looking up at the fight from hell. As Sakura starts violating more and more, then we take a break with this nasty ass liver bro Sakura delivered onto this dude. Then one of the niggas starts running away. He grips up the girl that Sakura saved earlier and then he's like, hey, if you move, I'ma stab her. Sakura hits bro with the "we do not care" and kicks his ass right in the mouth. One dude tries to sneak Sakura, but he just gets kicked right in the jaw and his head bounced off the wall. But now an extra layer of difficulty gets added to the fight because now we gotta fight off all these dudes while protecting old girl. And he's doing just fine boxing and piecing these boys up until he gets his cartilage cut open. He was finna get bonked on the head with this baseball bat, but then his ass gets saved. It's niggas from the same school that he's getting transferred to. They pulling up. Talking about sharp teeth over here, grabbed this metal bat and bent it in half. I would have stopped messing with them off of that alone. After they get done beating up those niggas, they tell Sakura he did a good job. His tsundere ass is like, yeah, whatever. And that's really the end of episode 1. So the Wilson Fisk Police Task Force broke into Matt Murdock's apartment, trying to get his ass up out of there. Not knowing the whole time he in Daredevil garb, getting ready to lay pipe on these boys. Matt came busting out of the skylight and started putting Billy Club to ass. Cracked old boy upside the head, dodged the gunshots just to crack 2 more niggas upside the head with his extendo Billy. And then that boy Punisher. Blam somebody's head off with a shotty, frame one. We not even 15 seconds into the fade. Shot somebody in the sternum with a shotgun. Just to hold their ass hostage for a little bit. Then we see Matt wrap his billy club wire around somebody just to throw him at another dude. That hostage Frank took, he done slammed the bottom half of his jaw off on his countertop. Daredevil in the background forcing CTE in the nigga's brains while he's over here telling Franklin to stop as he's flicking dudes down. Just for the Punisher to get shot in the shoulder by a Punisher dick rider. He busts back at bro, shot him right in the hand. Matthew got this mean, nasty ass 4-piece combo on this one guy in particular just to throw the billy club at another nigga, that hoe, and crack little bro upside the head. That boy Punisher had to duck and cover to get to cover just to shoot through this wall, blinking 2 dudes down. He wasn't done there because this nigga speared somebody over a countertop. MCU Punisher is just no thoughts, head empty. He just goes in guns blazing. He don't care about nothing. There's no planning in anything this nigga does. He just starts shooting. Daredevil done tied somebody up, tripped his ass, parried a gunshot, and held bro for a solid 5 seconds. Just stared at him while he's shooting up into the air. This is aura. Frank on the ground wrestling with somebody still lethal with a pistol. Blick somebody's neck off just for Matt to start piecing niggas up. Went for headbutt Billy Club. And what did I say in that other Daredevil video? If you're fighting Daredevil, you don't ever want to be on the ground because he hit somebody in the back of their head while they was laying on the ground. They was just trying to get up a little bit. Damn, now they got gray matter all over your Billy Club. You need to relax, brother. Frank done stabbed somebody's jugular out. I mean, good God, what did he do to you, Frank? I mean, the way Punisher just did little bro, you'll think he's the one that boomed his wife and kids. Daredevil then threw somebody through his TV. Then that Punisher cock rider that got blicked in the arm and the leg picked up a gun, tried to shoot my man Matt. He flipped over the bullet and Punisher pulled up. Stab bro in the hand, sticking it to the wall, and then Punisher finds out that this man in particular was the one that blicked down Hector Ayala in the streets. And Punisher a dickhead, bro. You know Matt try not to kill anybody. He's over here egging him on like, I know you want to kill him. Kill his ass. Do it right now. Like, nigga, you need to relax. How did you ever have a family if this is how you was moving? So Daredevil cracks him something nasty upside the head with that Billy Club. Punisher went to go kill his ass. Daredevil stopped him before he could do that. So he just started blicking random niggas that was still alive, talking about some damn, was he worth it? Listen, Disney, if you're listening to this, do you know how much money you'd make if you made a Daredevil and Punisher movie with just this banter for 2 hours and 30 minutes? Are you afraid of money or are you about that bag? Their arguing gets cut short by multiple grenades getting lobbed into their house. So they both jump like 5 stories and land on this car. They're not superhumans, by the way. They're just regular guys. I have no idea how the both of them got up after this and just started walking it off. Like they didn't just jump off of 5 fucking stories. Then the Avengers pull up like, hey, you know what I'm saying? He did some good work there, but nah, bro wanted to fight some more.
Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day. But really, nigga, I just like to fight. What? I don't care about none of that shit. Please, just let me go. A lot of good. Nightmare to them ops, ho!
Hulk backhands the piss out of Captain America, jumps over to where Iron Man is, uses Iron Man to beat up 3 other niggas, and chunks little bro out the way. My boy Hank Pym tried to do something. He tried to stomp on Hulk, but bro just dodged, grabbed onto his knee, and oh nah. I'm just finna play it, y'all, cause he did that nigga Hank dirty. Do you hear how loud that nigga screamed? They was in a booth beating up Hank Pym's voice actor for real for him to make that noise, cause ain't no way. Hulk then chunked the rock right at Hank's patella, knocking little bro out. Then Wasp pulls up, just starts annoying Hulk with these little ass zaps. So Hulk thunderclapped her ass, knocking her out. And I'm not gonna lie, knocking out a nigga and his bitch within a span of 3 seconds of each other is kinda crazy. Laid them boys out right next to each other too, man. But then my nigga Thor pulls up with what I presume is Mjolnir. Nigga called it Mjolnir. It looks like Stormbreaker and it be causing storms, so I'ma assume it's a Stormbreaker Mjolnir fusion. But Thor done uppercut Hulk with Mjolnir, sent lil bro flying. Hulk gets back up and squares up in front of Thor just for Dog to get this nasty ass 5-piece combo off on Hulk's big ass dome piece. We go see what Cap's lifeless body is doing, and Betty Brant pulls up, helps Captain America up, and Captain's like, hey, can you go get that nigga Bruce's medicine and make sure it works on the Hulk? So Betty goes off on her little side quest. And we go back to the Hulk and Thor squabbles, and Thor done laid this goofy big green ass nigga Hulk out with this mean ass left hook infused with lightning. Hulk kipped up, grabbed this tank cannon off this tank, and just smacked the hell out of Thor. I mean, it sent little bro flying back. He even dropped Mjolnir. He goes over to try to pick up Mjolnir, and I'm watching this whole for the first time like, haha, silly Hulk, you can't pick that bitch up. And by my humble surprise, this nigga Hulk just picks up Mjolnir. That bitch didn't accept him or nothing. He just brute force picked that bitch up. I just looked at MCU Hulk inside. And really just thinking about it, bro, I don't even got a problem with MCU Hulk losing to Thanos or doing yoga with his cousin. I'm really more upset that we didn't get to see this nigga Bruce Banner gain control over the Hulk. Like, that's the whole story arc of the Hulk. Like, imagine you get to the end of the Chunin exams and then it just flash forwards to Naruto being the Hokage. Tangent aside, Hulk with Mjolnir just raw is kind of scary, bro. Like, who on the Avengers is stopping this nigga? But Thor gets up and Hulk just chunks Mjolnir at this nigga noggin. Knocked his goofy ass all the way out. And the writers of the Ultimate Avengers knew that if Hulk had Mjolnir whole time, we'd all be calling BS on who stops him. Because after he chunks that bitch, he never uses it again. Hulk jumps over to Thor's lifeless body, picks a little bro up by the hair, grabs the axe side of Mjolnir and is finna kill his ass. But Big Steve Rogers pulls up, bashes that nigga with his shield, knocking him back. Steve then goes Hulk on as bro starts running towards him. He hits him in the knees with that shield, flipping that nigga on his ass. He then chunks that shield directly at Hulk's dome piece, runs over to his ass, catches that bitch in midair, does a little flip for some style points, and beams that nigga Hulk in the forehead. But I'm gonna say this again, when you're in this position against an enemy so much stronger than you, why are you trying to flex? Because after he hit Hulk in the head with that shield, it didn't do a damn thing to Hulk, and bro just punched his ass away. And I mean, this nigga Captain America went flying. Look at this pitiful ass tumble. It looked like Hulk was finna finish the job. He jumped over the Cap, finna crack that nigga's spine in twain. But before he could do anything, Hank Pym, giant man, grabbed that nigga out the air, started squeezing his ass, talking crazy to Hulk. And I'm not gonna lie, Hank, the way Hulk had you from punching you in the knee earlier was kind of crazy. The audacity of you to talk crazy to Hulk after what he did to you was kind of nuts. But Hulk broke out of Hank's hand, climbed on this nigga's neck and started choking him with his whole body. This nigga Hank Pym got choked out in like 3 seconds, bro. I know it's the Hulk, but you're like a big ass nigga. Like, how you get choked out that fast, gang? He did a backflip onto Hank's chest just to jump again, trying to rupture this man's sternum. But baby girl Wasp pulled up, zapping the Hulk in midair as his ass falls down, not being able to do anything to Hank. Wasp continues to zap this nigga Hulk until Captain America gets up and chunks that shield at the back of Hulk's knee. I know that bitch hurt it. But Cap's shield ain't returned to him, and you know, this why I fuck with Caps, bro. He ain't got his shield, so he just went up to Hulk with thunder and lightning and was like, alright nigga, throw me them things. He would've lost the fist fight, but you gotta admire the heart. Hulk was about to boom this nigga Cap, but Iron Man got out that rubble, started beaming him down with them repulsor rays. As Big Tony then pushed this nigga through this building, just for Hulk to knock his ass right back out. And oh nah, man, this nigga Hulk's punches is something else. Cause Tony got laid out, Hulk pulled up on him, punched this nigga twice, and that's the most damage I've seen Tony suit this whole film. Like, bro looked like he just got hit by 17 cars. Cap starts trying to call Hulk over to him, but nah, he still got Tony in his clutches. He picked that nigga up and was finna start playing with this nigga like a toy. So Captain America drop kicked this nigga right in the gut. He was getting ready to run the ones with Hulk again. He ran it, bro, and ain't no way Captain America fell for the oldest trick in the book. I mean, this nigga Hulk put his foot out and tripped the hell out of Captain America. How you trip so hard you wind up 20 feet in the air? Nick Fury and Black Widow pull up on Hulk with guns shooting at this nigga, and I'm just like, bro, you've seen everything that's gone on today and you think some bullets is gonna do something to this nigga, you're just gonna piss him off some more. Nick Fury, you've even said the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he is. But Hulk got tired of them little ass bullets, so he grabbed the rotor off of this helicopter and just chunked it at them two niggas. Them two niggas had to back off because they realized, oh shit, I don't got powers. And Big Steve done put up on Hulk with thunder and lightning for round 3. He lost the other 2 rounds, but he's still fighting. Steve gets this mean ass right off on Hulk, dodges his right, then hits him with a left. But Hulk just backhanded that nigga away like he wasn't nothing. And Betty comes out with Bruce's medicine and she hands the gun to Captain America. Now look, I trust Captain America with a lot of things, but right now this nigga face look like Rocky Balboa after every boxing match he gets in. It's a very unwise decision to give this nigga the gun to shoot Hulk with to make him go back to Banner. and one of his eyes is damn near closed shut. There's like 6 other niggas there and 2 niggas specifically that handle guns. But Tony and Hank go try to slow down Hulk. That boy Tony pulls up on the side of Hulk with that chest beam and beams that nigga upwards, giving the nastiest alley assist to Hank Pym, cause that nigga just punched Hulk right down to the ground. Hank and Tony look at this crater Hank just made with Hulk's body, just for this nigga to pop up out of that crater and headbutt the piss out of Hank. And Hulk's over here fighting this nigga Tony in the air as Captain America's trying to get a good shot off on Hulk. And Betty's looking at Captain America shaking his hand like, why did I give this old ass nigga this gun? Didn't he get thought out like yesterday, bro? What was I thinking? But Cap tells Wasp to go distract the Hulk while this nigga pulls a whole support beam out of the ground. Wasp shrinks down and goes inside this nigga Hulk's ear. I have no idea what she was doing in there, but she was fucking bro up until he smacked her out of his head, picked up this rock and chunked that bitch at the gun Captain America was trying to shoot Hulk with. As Hulk jumps over to Captain America and starts squeezing the life out of her, bro. And Hank's just looking at this all happen like, damn, that's kinda crazy, bro, but it don't got shit to do with me though. Hulk might have broken the gun with Bruce's medicine in it, but his medicine was still fine. As that bitch rolled over to Natasha, she grabbed that bitch and stuck him right in the back with it. Hulk knocks her bitch ass off of him, no, and Betty starts trying to calm down the Hulk as it successfully works, man. Them sugar walls will get a nigga every time. That's all the fades I had for y'all today, man. Let me know if y'all want to see a part 2 of reverse jumping, because I got a part 2 of that jumping video on the works. And let me know if there's any other like compilation things to do, like crash outs or get backs, you know what I'm saying. Just let me know in the comments down below and I definitely got y'all. With that being said, if y'all liked, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'm out of here. Bye.